It's a Monday, and we're here to do Monday things.
What were you talking about?
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Monday Show. I'm Scott Johnson. This is Carter Johnson sitting right over here. How's it going?
Hello.
Hi.
Happy boating exam day,
Whoa.
1999.
I don't get it. What is it? Was it really a
In
thing?
an episode of SpongeBob SquarePants, March 3rd is his boating exam day.
Oh, with Mrs. Hold on. Don't say it. Mrs.
I almost said it. You still
It's a
aren't
P
getting it.
word?
Yeah, it's a
Mrs.
P.
Puff.
Yes.
She's a puffer fish.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Correct.
So he goes in there, tries to get his license because he's like 16 or something.
It's season 1, episode 4, I think. It's real early, but March 3rd, boating exam day.
Do you have a favorite season of all of them? I know you like 1 through 4, but where do you land on like favorite?
It's hard because I have I mix up 1 through 4 so much that like certain episodes I'll think is in one season and it's not.
Yeah.
But I think 1 is like a pretty solid thing, which is funny because a lot of shows are like the first season's kind of rough.
You think
know?
season 1 is just establishes the tone and then it sticks with it?
Yeah. And it's all hand drawn and really pretty and fun and silly.
Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah.
I like season 1. It's full of all sorts of fun stuff. Look,
It is.
SpongeBob, as much as, young millennials, older Zs think it's like the show that they had, I felt very close to it, even though, this is out. When did it air? When did it premiere? 99? So
I feel like it's cross-generational. It's kind of one of those things that doesn't feel like it has a time.
I mean, I was just about out of my 20s at that point, and it was like still a big deal.
Yeah. The first 4 seasons, great.
Yeah, Carter has real problems with the rest of that series.
I do.
When's the last time you saw it, though?
For fair reason. I've seen episodes here and there of newer stuff, and it's not good.
Well,
It kind of turned into every other stupid bit show.
what do you mean? Like bits? You mean like crappy comedy?
Well, yeah, where it's just like set up punchline, and then it's just kind of like not great.
I mean, everything gets, what do they call that? There's a term for this.
Flanderification or
Flanderification. Flanderization. Flanders vacation.
Anyway,
where
you run out of stuff.
The characterizations become almost a cartoon of a cartoon.
Yeah. They become almost too stereotyped within themselves, themselves.
They forget about the complexities that made them interesting in the first place.
Yeah. It's something you have to actively fight, I feel like. And it's something that I think certain shows have done really well at.
Some shows are good at it.
Avoiding.
Usually if you have like an idea of when you're going to stop, you can control it.
Yeah. I think King of the Hill is a great example of something that's gone a long time and
they held it together.
They held it where it was like these characters are still complicated and there's still important things going on that aren't just
didn't overstay
stereotypes.
its welcome either. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
you know what? I have a good example.
Bob's Burgers is really good at it.
Bob's Burgers is excellent at it. One complaint I would have I love Seinfeld. I watch it all the time. It's always on.
Yeah,
love it. That final season in particular is a cartoon of themselves.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because that's when Larry David was gone the last couple seasons.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Or wasn't actively.
Yeah, it wasn't like part of it.
So when he leaves, actually, about the time they stop showing Jerry on stage at the top and bottom.
Yeah.
When they stopped doing that, that's when he left.
Yeah.
And everybody became a cartoon of themselves. Like Kramer was extreme Kramer, and there was no complexity.
There was no complexity.
So that whole thing happened to them. It's a little harder to see at the time, but now in retrospect, especially when I see it so much.
Being able to binge it.
Yeah, we binge it over and over. It's stupid. It's always on.
Yeah, a lot of shows struggle with this. Like Lisa Simpson is, obviously the Flanderization is named after Ned Flanders from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
But Lisa Simpson is my biggest one. Actually, all of them do it because you could look at each one and be like...
They've all kind of done it.
Like Marge used to be a lot more complicated, and now she's just kind of
I'll put it this
nagging
way.
wife.
Some haven't gotten much better, but they have. There has been an attempt to get them out of that rut.
That's good.
And you can feel it.
It definitely fell in for a while.
Yeah, and I don't blame them. You're talking about a 30-year-old freaking plus show. It's like, how are you even doing this?
Lisa's always made me sad because I loved Lisa in the beginning because she was complicated in the way that, yes, she's kind of a know-it-all. She's really smart. She's artsy. She's a vegetarian. She's very active in like that stuff.
She's you.
But at the same time, sometimes they'd pull it back and be like, but she's also 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or they'd be like, oh, but she's still Bart's sister. She still loves Itchy and Scratchy. She's still kind of an idiot kid.
Off at Itchy and Scratchy.
Yeah. That stuff's important.
It wasn't just social justice stuff.
Yeah.
But now she's kind of a cartoon of that.
Yeah. Now she's just like, I'm kind of angsty because my dad's dumb and it's all about social justice and I'm angry all the time.
The problem I have with Marge now is Julie Kavner's voice is so wrecked.
I know.
which you can hardly blame her. It was
barely
already
hear her
kind of
anymore.
wrecked when she started. So it sounds so different now compared to what it used to.
She sounds like she's constantly got like a cold.
She sounds like 36 years have
You can
passed,
barely hear her.
which they have.
Yeah, it's impressive.
No, what they've done is impressive. And I still say there's some really great comedy to be mined, but there's no doubt that after about, let's call it 7 years, I think 7 years is the sweet spot for a long running show.
Yeah. It
Anything
tends
more
to
than
be.
that, about the 8th season, you start to run into trouble. Now, this isn't always true, but for the most part, it's true. And if you think about the shows that really held it together, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, those are obviously connected. But if you look at those and why they held together, I think it's because they kept themselves to a degree of we're locking it down here.
Yeah.
We're starting here, we're stopping here.
That's what I was saying. The long form shows, cartoons struggle with it especially, but live action does it really bad too.
The longest running Star Trek series is only 7. Most of them were 7 seasons.
And that's when they started to hit a point where you were like,
the 7 seasons where you're like, okay, guys, better wrap it up.
yeah,
and
like
they
this
do.
is starting to, yeah.
So TNG, DS9,
Then they
and
give their
Voyager were
movies.
all 7s.
I love, you know what ruins a lot of shows? When the character that constantly is like yearning for another character and is like, oh, will they, won't they? That whole thing. When they finally get together, ruins the whole show.
Your greatest example is Niles and Daphne.
Niles and Daphne, 100%.
Huge mistake.
That show immediately gets so boring.
Huge mistake.
Huge mistake.
There was a massive amount, maybe we didn't even realize it. Clearly the writers didn't, but there was this massive amount of tension.
And it was funny.
And it worked, and it was great, and you longed for it to always be tense. But the human brain, my camera's being choppy. The human brain wants, I think the human brain wants resolution, and sometimes you shouldn't do it.
Or wait
You
till
know?
the very, very end.
Yeah.
The last episode. Because it was just so like, it wasn't funny anymore. Niles got boring. He was so funny, and then he just became like, I'm a loving husband now. And you're like, all right, I'm bored.
Yeah, it just bummed me out a little bit. Mom tried to watch. We tried to watch the first episode of the new Frasier reboot. Mm-hmm. Not reboot. Continuation.
Yeah, a little extra bit.
And it sounds and feels like a Frasier episode, except obviously Kelsey Grammer's 1,000 years old now compared to what he used to be.
He's even balder.
Somehow, yeah. People are giving me shit on TMS today, talking about how bald I am.
You're bald? You have hair.
I have hair. It's
you
thinning.
have like this receding line.
It's receding,
for sure, but
it's been receding since I was in my, I don't know, 40s.
I wouldn't see you on the street and go, that's a bald man.
Yeah, it was a weird take. Anyway, it's fine. I understand the recession. I understand because look at this. I was saying how my mole used to be invisible. I didn't know I had it because it was under hair.
Yeah, it was gone. It's not a mole. It's called a cherry angioma.
I have a cherry angioma.
Angioma.
I'd like a large cherry angioma with whipped cream.
That's disgusting.
It sounds
That
like
doesn't
something I'd
sound-
order at
no,
like a
it sounds
boba,
gross.
boba place or something.
Ugh.
Anyway, cherry angione boba.
That sounds disgusting. That sounds horrifying.
Chuck Mangione boba.
Chuck Mangione.
Back to King of the Hill. But anyway, the point is, what was my point? Where were we even starting with this?
Daphne and Craig.
Oh, Mom watched the first part of that episode and had to give up
Oh, right.
because she said it's silly, and I said, "Well, Frasier's silly,
But it's not like a good silly.
Well, no one else is in it but him, and then new characters.
Oh.
And his son's like
That's always a
25.
bummer.
His son's like Nick's age, and so he's there. Freddie, was it?
Freddie?
I think it was called him. They called him Freddie.
Something like that.
Freddie.
Yeah, because Frederick. Yeah.
Frederick. So he's there and he's talking about college and all that. And then there's some lady I don't know and a dude. It's just, I don't know. I can't tell. We didn't get far enough to even say who the new regulars are.
It's just kind of a bummer.
But Niles gone. Dad's gone. Roz.
I don't
Daphne, all gone.
like when shows also
Eddie the
like
dog.
do a quote unquote reboot and they're like, it's the same but different. And it's like, then make something new. Why do we need to have the same?
I don't, because people like, how's my camera again doing that thing? Why
feel
is
like
it doing that?
I don't know.
Sorry, chat. I don't know why it's doing that. Hold on.
You got issues.
I don't know why. It's not doing it now when I
You're
wave
doing
at
that.
it. Sorry. Apologies.
Struggling.
Well, you know what it might be? What if it's transcription taking a bunch of CPU or something?
Oh, maybe.
It shouldn't.
It should. You'd feel like it shouldn't, but I don't know.
No, it shouldn't. Anyway, and I didn't do it on TMS, and I did it there, and I'm pumping out way more stuff on TMS.
Maybe we're having more internet issues. Our internet's wonky.
Our internet has been
kind of up and down.
Not great. Although I rebooted this morning, you shouldn't have any issues today. So
That's
should be okay.
Hopefully.
Okay, we got to talk about this.
What are we talking about? What were we talking about before? What's happening?
You and Mom and Van and Alicia were supposed to go to a rock breaking place.
It's called
Geode.
Dugway geode beds.
Dugway geode beds. And for those who are wondering, you've heard the name Dugway before, probably in military terms. There's the Dugway Proving Grounds.
The old base.
It's an old army base, all this stuff out there. And to get there, you have to go along
the Pony Express.
A huge Pony Express swath of
It's the original
history.
Pony Express route.
Yep.
And there's big signs that are this was a stop post for the horses or whatever.
Yeah, it's where all the ponies were.
Kind of cool.
The mail would go that way.
But yeah, no, you have to go out into essentially the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Which you guys tried to do.
So Mom, let's start with the beginning.
Yeah.
Mom saw a video on the internet that was the Dugway geode beds. It's such a fun trip. It's 2 hours out. You just go along this part. There's one little part of dirt road and then you're there. Yeah. So Mom, not doing any other research, decided that would be a great idea. Yeah. And we quickly discovered that the dirt road is 50 miles of rocky road, mind you, big chunky rocks that you're terrified is going to pop something.
Yeah.
50 miles of that at 30, well, we could only do 20 miles an hour. So we decided to turn around and not go to the geode beds because Mom's car could not handle it.
Yep. She went way. I mean, first of all, it would be one thing if you said it's 50 miles on a regular paved freeway. No,
it is 50 miles on literally boom, 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 boom kind of ground.
Like you need a truck.
You need a truck or a Jeep.
Your Cybertruck would break in half.
Yeah, just explode immediately.
Yeah, and she's driving her VW out there.
We did and there's also this one road. It's only one road to that particular
little
location.
tiny stringy road from all the way around this mountain.
The weirdest little collective of houses right at the entrance of it.
Yeah.
That was these gigantic mansion houses, and there was 6 or 7 of them, and then a big red barn, and it was all gated, and it made me feel like maybe there's a cult there.
It could be just a ranch or family-owned barn, but it was probably a cult.
It was weird. It was really weird.
You know, there are probably a bunch of polygamists out there trying to hide from the law.
Maybe, but there's some big old houses.
Yeah, that's what you do. You got 500 people there, and they're making bird houses to sell on the street to make money for the
birdhouses and butter.
The many chillins that you got.
Yeah, it was.
That's wild.
It was weird.
So how far did you get? Do you know? You were at least an hour and a half out of here.
Yeah. So we got there and we were it was 11, I think. And it was 10:30 when we got there. And we realized
I was there working, doing
very
shows
quickly it was going to take us over 2 hours to get to these things if we made it at all. And also there's no service out there.
No.
So we didn't go. We went maybe a few meters onto that road before going, we're turning around.
Yeah.
And we picked up a bunch of rocks in the road because Van really wanted to smash rocks.
That was the whole point of this, is to take him
geodes.
rock busting.
Yeah.
And he gets a little car sick too, so in that bumpy road, looking a little green.
Little green. So we picked up some rocks off the cement, drove around, went through Tooele, stopped at a park and smashed some rocks with a hammer and then went home.
Well, since then, Mom bought a big bag of ready to break geodes.
Yeah, a purchasable bag of geodes.
Yeah, the logo on it looks like the Flintstones font.
Yeah.
Which I think is appropriate.
That's nice.
Yeah. But anyway, he'll be fine. He's going to be thrilled to be doing that. It all worked out in the end, but you guys had great
It was a bit of a bummer.
plans. You were we're going to go do a really cool getaway moment for the kid. Everyone's going to have the time of their lives, and you're like, "Oh, we didn't prepare."
Yeah.
Oops.
It was a tad bummer.
And all you had with you for food was some crackers and some...
Well, we had a picnic. We had
but it was girl food.
Girl food?
What do you guys call it?
What is girl food?
Well, you guys called it that the other night.
Girl dinner.
Oh, girl dinner. That's what I mean. It's this is a thing you guys said. I didn't make that up.
But girl food sounds...
Before people pile up on me,
sense.
They do this thing where they get charcuterie items, make a whole plate with pickles, olives,
Girl dinner is finding what you have in your fridge and making it lovely.
So why isn't that anyone's dinner? Not just girl
because
dinner.
men don't do it. And you are a prime example of that.
I don't know what you mean.
Boy dinner is not the same.
So, but okay, here's my idea of what I would do. If I don't know what to eat, I'll do the same thing. Go to the fridge.
Yeah.
What do we have? All right. This. Make a little plate. Heat up whatever needs to. Go eat it. What's the difference?
The difference is you go and you go, ooh, here's a hot dog, let me microwave it. And then you stand over the kitchen sink and you consume it as fast as you possibly can.
All right, this is fair.
And then you go play a video game.
No, this is fair.
Girl dinner is you go into the fridge and you go, oh, we have a little cheese, we have some grapes, we have pickled items, and you put them all on a pretty plate and you organize them, and it's just for you.
Yeah.
It's not to impress anyone. It's just because you want to have a nice little meal.
Well, I'm not trying to impress anybody with my hot dog over the sink.
Yeah, exactly. Clearly.
I'm impressing no one.
It's a way to treat yourself, and yours is like watching a dog try to survive in the wild.
I don't think it's quite that bad, but I take your point. Okay.
Yeah.
But I do love, yeah. See, the problem is you do internet stuff for too long and people remember your story about eating a big bag of Taco Bell tacos in a parking lot once.
Yeah.
And I never live it down.
Yeah.
Because I had to tell that story.
It's a mini meme.
I don't know why I keep doing that. It bites me in the ass when I tell these stories. I shouldn't bother me.
Because
you know what?
Who cares?
After yesterday, dealing with what we dealt with at my mom's rehab thing, I'm done giving a poop.
No, it's not worth caring.
I don't care
about
anymore.
Stupid crap.
Y'all can say whatever you want. Right now in the chat, say the worst things you can think of. I don't care.
Plastic plates.
You can say, Scott's got a third nipple that leaks.
Do you know the plastic plates thing?
I don't know what
or glass plates.
Oh, Mom talks about it.
I always say glass plates. The reason I say glass plates or plastic plates is because I think Wendy told me this analogy once.
Because you're spinning plates.
Essentially, you're spinning a bunch of plates all at once on your hands, right? And you're trying to keep them all up at once.
Yeah.
And you can't keep them all up at once because they just keep coming. You keep getting more and more and more. And eventually one has to fall or a few have to fall. So you have to make sure that you let the plastic plates fall.
You let
the glass
paper and
ones will
plastic
break.
plates fall. Glass ones you take care of.
And the glass ones are your family.
Yeah, you
your
prioritize
friends.
the important stuff.
Prioritize stuff that you would like despair if it broke.
So talk about my nipple all you want. My leaky.
Your nipple is a plastic plate.
Abscess nipple. It's a plastic plate, and I'm letting it fall. Okay, that's how it's gonna go. Anyway, let's talk about that for a sec. So my mom's in full rehab. Every time I say it, I'm worried people think she's on drugs. That's not it.
No, she shattered her hip.
Shattered her hip. Most of these people know it, but shattered her hip, like shattered it, and then her half her femur just
million pieces.
Yeah, real bad. And so bad that now, even after a very successful and very professional surgery, like they did an amazing job.
It's so cool.
They really did a good job.
They put a big old bar in the middle of her femur.
They right down the center of the femur.
And then a bunch of stuff in her hip.
Like a straw
that holds it all together.
Slurpee or whatever.
It's the strongest part of her right now.
It is. That thing ain't breaking.
And never.
She's never getting through
Sticking
PSA
around.
ever again without getting frisked, though.
Such a pain.
But anyway,
not like she's going to be flying.
I don't think
anytime
she'll fly
soon.
anywhere, maybe ever again. But anyway, so she shattered all this stuff. They did great surgery. They're still floaty bones. She got a bunch of bones that are floating around because they can't get them.
But she's in a physical rehab center.
Yeah, and her husband John, who is not, my dad died. She met John and married John.
Like 20-ish.
People
more
are
than
always like,
years
"Well,
ago.
that makes him your stepdad." No, it doesn't.
It's not. You were a full adult.
He didn't raise me at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
He's also never been like grandpa to me. He's just John.
I was like 33.
Yeah, it's not the same.
So he can be a little controlling and cranky and just like everybody maybe at that age.
He's a pissy old 90-something-year-old man.
He's 95 years old.
Yeah.
And
he's old.
Carter did a thing that made me laugh.
Oh my gosh.
I said this on TMS today because it came out, but I want to say it again.
Oh, it makes me so angry.
She was sitting there and he was saying, "Oh, it's all in her head."
He literally said it's all in her head.
Yeah, we're asking about pain levels, and she's annoyed, and she's shifting.
Yeah,
it's
she's
hard
just
for her to get comfortable, and we're not even doing the hard part yet. She's not even up getting walked around. He says it's all in her head, and Carter says out loud, "You know, John, I think it might be the massive traumatic shattered hip injury.
It's possible.
It's very possible that's the problem." And I kind of chuckled, but also I went into management mode.
Yeah, you went to fixing the immediate argument mode.
I knew that it was not going to go anywhere good if you started retaliating, because he'll fight back.
Well, he did.
Yeah. He threw a fit and sat in the chair.
He got mad.
Yeah, so I had to go talk to him, and
Which annoyed me more.
I rubbed his little old man back. And
you know why that annoyed me more?
What?
Is because then he made it all about himself and how hard it is for him. Because he has to deal with this. And I'm like,
thing. We acknowledge that it's hard for him.
Yes. But he won't acknowledge how hard it is for her.
Yeah.
It makes me angry.
He doesn't get it. He has a really hard time. And look, I don't want anybody to be going through this. It sucks. I don't want us to be going through
No.
it. It's really bad.
Like, I have sympathy.
What I want more than anything is my mom to be motivated to do her stuff today.
Yes.
And I'm nervous about that.
hope
In fact,
she's doing
right
all right.
now, she's in the middle of her first
Physical therapy session.
And that'll go till 2, I think. And then she has another one at 4 to 6.
Yeah. Your mom's tough as hell.
She can be.
Yeah.
But he makes her
hard.
He's an energy vampire.
He is an energy vampire.
And not funny like Colin Robinson
It's
kind
not
of.
a fun.
He's a hard he's difficult, and that's fine. They're together, whatever. I'm not complaining. I'm not trying to besmirch anybody. What I'm saying is it just is a complicated relationship
It is.
that makes things
and it's
weird.
hard to watch.
It's really hard to watch. So Carter there in the role of grandchild,
I get away with more as a grandkid, I've learned.
Oh, I know, but you do in
On
general.
both sides.
Because you're tall and bald and nobody knows what to do.
No, I know,
with
but with the grandparents, I don't get scolded. I don't get told, you can't say that. As a little kid, maybe I did a little, but
yeah.
I can say stuff to grandparents that like you or mom could never say to your parents.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It's good.
It is good. I think it's fine.
A little honesty never hurt nobody.
Plus, I'm just always cracking jokes, trying to lighten the mood. And
Yeah, which doesn't work always, turns out.
Carter put on her justice pants yesterday. We'll get to more of that in a minute.
Gosh. I don't... it's not on purpose.
I
I'm
know
not
it
trying to
isn't.
like make a point of being like,
I know.
I'm going to stand up for everyone.
I know you're not.
I'm not
But-
trying to be a savior.
No, but you have feelings and
I
you
just-
express them, and
yeah.
it's fine. It's totally fine. I like that about you. I'm not saying it's bad at all. I don't want you the other way.
I can't
The other way
stand
sucks.
stepping on eggshells.
No, I hate it, dude. I hate
It drives me insane.
walking. You get this from me because I would rather be put in a hot fire oven than tiptoe around people all day. I hate
It
that.
sucks.
Just know
So I
this.
don't. That's
know
the
this
thing.
in the
I
future.
don't do it.
If you work with me in any way, you do anything with me, whatever our relationship is, all open book.
Yeah.
All the time or
When
not at all, because I can't do the whole like.
Yeah. When I tell someone, like, if I give you a compliment or say, like, oh, good job, I mean it 100,000% because if you weren't, I would say so.
Yeah. And I'm not saying like with strangers, I walk into a store and go,
No.
quit being fake and just tell me how it is. I'm not saying that.
No.
What I'm saying is in relationships that count, I just, I do this with my sisters all the time. I argue with my sisters. Not argue. But there's a lot of well, we need to and I'm
Yeah.
like, no, we freaking don't.
Literally, you don't have to do anything.
And I don't want to be,
There's
I'm not
no
trying to be
rules.
an ass. I am sensitive to people's feelings. I'm
No.
just saying that
It's a balance.
nobody is benefiting from tiptoeing around and the walking on eggshells idiom. What's another one?
Beating around the bush.
Beating around the bush, sort of. That's more avoiding a conversation. I guess it's the
Yeah,
same.
it can be.
Can be. Thin ice? No, that's you're in trouble.
Oh, yeah, it means you're in trouble. You're almost in trouble. But yeah, it's not like I'm actively trying to like, yeah, I'm not, I'm aware and sensitive to people's feelings, but I'm not going to just play this stupid game because someone decided that's the most polite thing to do.
I hate it. I hate it. I really hate it.
It really, yeah.
And
It's
I've
not
always
good.
hated it. It's not like a thing that's changed in me. I may react differently now where I'm just like, okay, I'm walk away,
Mm-hmm.
where I used to make me endure it a little more. But even as a young kid, I remember friends would be like, I don't know, she looks like she might be. And I'd be like, ask her then.
Just ask.
Just freaking say what you want to
It's the
say.
reason why I can't get offended very easily is because if someone came up to me and was like, you're ugly and stupid, I'd be like, cool, bye, loser.
Yeah.
But if like, the only way I'd get really offended is if someone I actually deeply respect and love said that to me genuinely.
Well, yeah, because if they said it to you genuinely, that means that it's back to you. You know, you're part of the problem.
Yeah, that would actually be like painful.
But I want
if
that.
anyone talks to me or says anything rude to me, this happened a lot in like high school where people would try to bully me and I'd just be like, okay, whatever. I'm going to go play video games.
I like it when someone tells me like it is. If I'm being overbearing, I want them to tell me that.
Yeah.
I may not
And
like it
again,
in the very moment.
Telling you how it is not being insensitive. It's not being like, you know what? You need to check yourself. Like, that's rude.
Just all put on our big boy truth pants.
Yeah, let's just all talk to each other.
Talk to each other.
Conversation.
Tell the truth.
Communicate.
If you don't want to go to a thing, say it.
This is a hell of a rant. Yeah, that's my big thing. Is it like no roads to Abilene?
I hate the roads.
If someone goes, oh, we're all going to do this thing, be like, hey, you have fun. I don't want to.
yeah,
I'm
or
good.
or it. because most of the time, the whole point of the road dabbling thing is nobody wants to go, but they're all saying they do because they think everybody else does, but really nobody does.
Which is why I'll just be like, I'm good. And then half the time, other people are like, oh, I don't really want to go either.
Yeah. And just be honest about it.
Be honest.
And then we'll just save ourselves so much pain and trouble and money and time and
yeah. We're all just trying to
else.
figure out how to live on the same planet together.
Damn straight.
Anyway.
Lucky Phil says walking on broken glass. I don't think that's it.
Walking on broken glass.
Walking on it's a song. Broken glass. Remember that?
I don't know.
Walking. Isn't it?
Are you making this up?
Am I making that up? Dr. Calhoun is Road to Abilene.
I think it's Aberdeen in reality.
No, it's Abilene.
I think the real one
Texas.
is Aberdeen.
No, I think that's wrong. Abilene, Texas, I think.
Abilene.
It's the original story, if I understand it right, is you're going to go get a greasy burger in Abilene. It's going to take you forever. The car's hot. There's no air conditioning.
Oh, Aberdeen is a Scottish place.
Yeah, that ain't it. Look up Road to Abilene.
And then Abilene, is in Texas.
Yeah.
Got it.
And nobody wants to go get this burger. They end up going. It's greasy. It's bad. Everyone has a stomachache. Nobody wants to be there. Nobody had a good time, but they still do it. They still go back. They still smile like it was all fine. I don't want to live like that, man. I wouldn't even do it for the burger. Unless that burger was real good.
You love a greasy burger, to be fair.
Wikipedia calls it the Abilene paradox. I haven't heard it put that way.
It's also it goes the other way too, where it's like if you want to go do something and no one else does, go do it.
Yeah, go do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
say what you gotta say. Love what you gotta love. Go do it.
I rode Icelandic horses because I literally no one else in my big group everyone else was like, oh, I don't know, it's expensive, or oh, I don't really want to, I'm scared of horses, whatever. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going. And I went alone and I rode Icelandic horses and it was awesome.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't have happened if I went, oh, well, but
what was that like?
I'm alone.
Black Beauty, like sweeping across the frozen plains.
Dude, Icelandic horses are giant and terrifying.
Do they eat them later?
I don't think so.
Don't they eat everything over there? So
they actually do eat horse, yeah.
Yeah.
You can buy it at the little markets.
Have you ever had horse meat?
No.
I wouldn't mind trying it.
I'm a vegetarian.
You had shark, though.
Yeah, shark is fish.
Shark is a mammal, isn't it?
No.
What am I thinking of?
Shark is not a mammal. Dolphins are mammals.
Oh, dolphins. Yeah, I'm thinking of dolphins.
Whales are mammals, but
have you ever had dolphin
sharks
meat?
are not mammals.
Dolphin meat is protected in most countries, but
I have not.
The meat isn't. The dolphins are.
I don't. The meat's not protected.
Protect the meat.
Protect the meat.
No, I'm trying to think of the weirdest food I ever had, the weirdest meat I ever had. So yours is probably that fermented shark meat. Probably. You got another one that's worse?
Yeah, that was
the
the
snake.
weirdest. No,
the
that was
rattlesnake.
weirdest.
Remember that?
Yeah, but the shark weirdest. So odd. It tasted like bleach.
Rattlesnake isn't
and
fish.
It had like a slimy texture.
You know rattlesnake's not a fish.
I know.
But you ate it.
It's a I almost had a Republican. Reptile.
Don't tread on me.
Reptile people. Don't tread on me.
It's a snake, right? Is that the whole thing?
That all worked out so well.
That worked out good. Everything came together. But no, like a squirrel I had once, very greasy, but tastes like chicken.
Ugh.
For real. It was like greasy chicken.
That's disgusting.
Dog tongue.
Yeah, dog tongue's pretty weird.
Actually, that's the weirdest. Dog tongue in China was the weirdest thing I ever ate. And then
I want to find a way to get that Icelandic shark here.
Oh, pygmy anus. That was really bad. Just kidding. I made that up. That's totally fake.
Don't say that.
Why?
Ever again.
Pygmy anus?
It's just gross. People eat anuses.
Do they?
Yeah. And as food, there's like a thing with it.
Like pigs and stuff?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Can I get a pig anus?
Pretty sure.
Hold on.
Fairly certain.
Let's look this up. Pig anus.
Red Fraggle's eaten hippo?
Really? How do you eat hippo, dude?
Yeah, where can you find hippo to eat?
Yeah, where do you get that?
That's so interesting.
Oh, Oz, I also had some ostrich. Ostrich is all right.
Ostrich?
He's right. It's like steak. It's a weird.
Makes me
technically,
sad.
it's a big old ass bird that's poultry.
Yeah.
But it tasted like. Yeah, he's totally right. I did have ostrich. It's very good.
It's a bird that's bigger than you are.
Eating bunghole can be delicious, but it's not pretty, says Vice magazine. Oh, here it is.
Are you sure this isn't
Chinese menus translate their dishes to literally anything or completely wrong. Private beef, it's called.
Cyrenex says you've eaten hot dogs. You've probably eaten anus.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
It's true.
Yeah. Let's see. Crispy bungholes.
Yeah, lucky Phil, I was avoiding that a little bit.
Videos. Let's see. Crispy bunghole. 2013. Okay, there it is. Oh, yeah. That looks all right. Dip it in some soy and...
It's gross. Honestly, being a vegetarian has saved me from a lot of grody situations.
Being what, where?
Being a vegetarian.
Yeah.
From being what, where?
If you ever go at the H Mart or even the other Asian market, the one downtown or uptown.
In the...
Whatever it's called.
In the Chinatown market?
Chinatown. It's almost more Koreatown than it's China. I mean, even though...
the Chinatown supermarket.
Yeah. It's just so many
There's
other...
a lot. We have a lot of Koreans
Vietnam, Korean,
all the Vietnamese
Filipino.
restaurants are so good.
Oh, there's so much good food over there, you guys. You have no idea.
Delightful.
If you're in Salt Lake, you should go.
Is the reason we have so many Asian people here?
We have a way more diverse community than people think.
I know,
and you know what?
it?
Keep thinking it because it keeps our housing prices kill.
But is it connected to the camps in World War II?
I don't think so. That would be Japanese.
I'm just curious because I know a lot of Asians were still put in camps because despite not being Japanese, they were Asian and
they were still
profiled.
Racist. Yeah. But
I was just curious because I know there's like places in Arkansas that have really heavy populations of Japanese people because of the camps.
We are so if you ever wonder why there's so much Korean population in Utah, it's the easiest answer you'll ever hear.
Why?
The same reason I have Korean siblings. In the 1980s, 70s, and 80s, adoption of Koreans was through the roof.
And Utah is famous for lots and lots of very large families.
Lots of families, lots of adoptions, lots of
huge families.
Your own families. We're also very big on Polynesian folks. So lots of Tongan. What's the other one? There's Tongan Nation. There's the
Samoan.
The Samoan folks.
Samoa's like the cookies.
Fijians. Anyway, bunch of these islander types. Tons of that community here. Mm-hmm. And that has to do with church stuff because way back in the day, there were like lots of missionaries went to those islands, and then
that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a lot of culture that
we have a ton of that.
Drawn that around.
But I love it because there's actually a very diverse, racially mixed.
Yeah, I mean it's still very white.
Mexican American. Oh, it's very white.
Very white,
no doubt. But it's more than people think, is what I'm saying.
We do have a lot.
And I want them to just go ahead and keep thinking we're weird.
It's the
not
best
a problem
because we have so many different cultures and we get so many different restaurants and stuff from immigrants that are so good.
We all have 20 wives. Don't come here.
Don't come here. 20. You have
weird.
to have 20 wives. That's
the
rule.
landscapes, the mountains, the national parks, ugly, horrible. Don't come here.
Hideous.
Lake Powell. You think it's bad on the Arizona side? You should see it over
this
here.
Great Salt Lake is dying, and then it's going to poison us all.
Well, actually, that's true.
Yeah, that's a very true statement.
But everything else is a lie, and don't come here. Anyway. Let's move on.
Anyway, well, but yep.
The ADHD symptom might.
Oh yeah, speaking of ADHD,
Carter did some research and found out that justice sensitivity is a sign of undiagnosed ADHD, or diagnosed, I suppose. But since
semi-ignosed,
and I think there's something maybe to that. Do you have any references for that? So we're not just telling this to people.
Here,
where'd you get it?
I was looking it up.
Because the reason it's a thing to say.
Wait, I was in Bob's Burgers land.
Carter has a overwhelming tendency to seek justice all the time. That's my experience with this daughter of mine.
Yeah,
even when you were little, justice had to be had.
It's the reason why a lot of people don't like me.
I don't know if they don't like you. It's just you don't let stuff slide.
No.
Like if somebody, I don't know, does some bully thing, you'll go, all right, well, that's the end of that. And you leave and the friendship's done. Yeah. They don't get to keep browbeating you because you're not going to take it.
But if someone else is being bullied, I can't stand that.
No, she stands in.
I cannot
It's really good. It's a good thing that she does this.
It is good. But I think if more people were sensitive to justice issues, it would be maybe better.
It would probably be good. And I can understand how being a little bit scatterbrained, which is a really cheap way of saying ADHD.
Yeah.
I can see how that would be a thing where you would lean more toward, I don't know, being just like, you can't do that. Look at everything else that's going on. How can you do that? Yeah. Whereas other people are just focused on, I'm fixing up my four-wheeler, and that's all that's on my mind for about 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing bothering me. Hey, did you hear about that kid that got picked up the other day? No, I've been working on my... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Focus takes you away. I don't know. See, it's a complicated thing.
I think it's more complicated than that. I think it's more of like we're just more emotionally sensitive to certain things and more empathetic, I feel like, as an ADHD person.
But I will say this. I don't like it when people call themselves empaths. I hate that.
Empath.
Well, I'm a bit of an empath. Shut up.
It's because the people you meet who say that stuff out loud are not actually empaths.
Usually, yeah. That's my problem is like when someone says, I am so funny. If someone tells you that, they're the least funny person in your life.
They're about to be so not funny.
They're only funny if you say they're funny or someone else observes them being funny.
Yeah.
Even the best working comedians will never say, I'm so funny.
Only when they say it seriously, though.
You know who talks like that? Let's just say his name rhymes with Pelon Pusk. He says that a lot. He's always talking about how
Muskrat
funny he is. It's like, no,
he's always talking about how everything he is. He's like, I'm dark and edgy or whatever. And you're like,
no,
you're a loser.
That's for other people to say about you, not
that's
you
lame.
to say about yours. He's weird. Anyway, I guess that's just that. Carter's justice sensitive.
I am sensitive to justice.
If you were in the Justice League, who would you be? Pick a character.
One that exists?
Well, I mean, they're all fake, but who are you in the Justice League?
I don't know.
Of like the broader roster,
Probably
not
like
just the
Hawk
top.
Girl.
Hawk Girl.
Because I'm pissed off.
I can see that. I think I would be
I'd like to be Batman, but I'm not that smart.
No, Batman's on another level.
Yeah, Batman's like the best one, honestly. He's the one who actually does everything.
Who would I want to be? I'd go, you know what? Hal Jordan, Green Lantern for me. I'd rather be Jon Stewart, but I don't want a blackface.
Jon Stewart.
There's a screenshot of those of the new series coming, the Lanterns.
Oh
the
yeah,
Lantern
I'm excited
Corps.
about that.
I'm so excited.
I'm nervous about it, but I'm excited about it.
Oh, it's got good people though involved.
I know.
And the actors are amazing.
I worry though.
I'm stoked.
I worry about everything DC
You
that's not
shouldn't worry
animated.
about that stuff. You should be excited till it happens. And then if it's bad, then go, well, it's bad.
Oh, John Jones.
Yeah, but do you really want to be a persecuted
Martian
alien that can shapeshift? I don't know, maybe. I mean, this isn't a question about what powers do you want. It's more like, what is your personality?
Yeah, what's your personality? I don't know.
I think mine's Green Lantern-y.
Yeah, you got some Green Lantern vibes.
Not Guy Gardner, though. He's a prick.
He's a weenie.
Yeah, he's a weenie. Nobody wants to be Aquaman.
Depends on the Aquaman.
If I liked water more,
Yeah.
I might be into that. Wasn't the Inukchuk Apache chief? That's appropriation. I can't do that.
That's Super Friends. So
He's in some comics, though.
is he?
Yeah.
It
may have come from that. It's like the Super Twins.
Super Friends.
It's like the Wonder Twins. They also made it into comics,
Yeah.
but it all came from the show.
The Wonder Twins
But
are
Harley
hilarious.
Quinn is from the TV show. She wasn't comics first. Did you know that?
She wasn't? How did I not know that?
She's from the Bruce Timm 90s Batman animated series.
She's that recent? That blows my mind.
Yeah, it's one of those crossovers that worked so well that no one even, like, you're not alone. Most people don't know that. She did
Wow.
not come out of the comics first. Neither did
That's crazy.
Batgirl, sprung from the Batman series in the 60s. That was her first place.
What?
I know.
Shows are adding
So
women.
what's her name's son? I'm sorry. Batgirl was Gordon's daughter.
Yes.
What's wrong with me?
I don't know.
But that's all from the show. Well, maybe the origin of her being his daughter is from comics later, but
Yeah,
for
but
sure the character
came from a show.
Yeah.
That's so
But
interesting.
yeah,
to
Harley
me.
Quinn started out as, hey, Mr. J, and all that.
Mr. J.
All that bull crap. Anyway,
I love her. Like, that accent, Harley Quinn's my favorite.
she's pretty great. And that actress who did her is real good. I think she may have just died.
Oh.
I pay attention to these things.
Do you?
I'm big on the
Are
deaths.
you aware?
Aaron Sorkin? Oh, Arlene Sorkin was the inspiration. I was like, Aaron Sorkin,
Who's Arlene
the writer?
Sorkin?
That's the voice actress, isn't it? I think it is.
Was she herself?
I think so.
Batgirl isn't a Nepo baby.
Well, Batgirl, speaking of justice-minded individuals, Barbara Gordon was very justice-minded.
I mean, her dad was the police commissioner.
He was the only straight cop in the entire, and I don't mean not gay. I mean, he was the only, how would you say it? Honest cop.
Yeah.
He's the only honest cop in Gotham, really. Everybody else was a butthole.
Yeah, everyone else.
Yeah.
He had like maybe 2 other cops with him, and they probably died.
There's a whole lesson with him. Just he's
There is a
he's
big
a lesson
old-
unto
yeah.
himself. But yeah, Harley Quinn.
There's a great which one is it?
Cartoon?
Oh, it's the new one.
Oh, the new Batman
The
on
new
Prime?
yeah, that one we watched has a really interesting messaging about like good cops, bad cops stuff.
He's got the weird bunny ears, like the 40s.
Well, it's all set in the 40s. It's all noir style. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
The time is all old, which is fun.
Ooh.
And also, but it's really interesting because like one of his people that's on his force is both a woman and I think she's Hispanic. And so there's like a whole bunch of stuff with that and how she's one of the only people she can that Gordon can trust.
Gordon,
that he can trust, but like all the other cops hate her. It's super interesting.
By the way,
that new one's really good.
Warp Forge says Commissioner Gordon had ADHD. He was the only one with justice sensitivity. I take the joke, but I think there's also a difference. You can be justice focused.
You can be justice sensitive too.
You could,
as a neurotypical person.
Yeah, I think Gordon is focused on justice.
I'm just saying that the ADHD thing is you have people. They've shown like studies that show that people have a tendency who have ADHD to be more justice sensitive.
Who's they? Though
the people doing the studies.
You're always supposed to ask when someone says that. Well, they say, and you're supposed to say, wait a minute, who's they? Like today, Bobby got very skeptical of my claim that if you wore charcoal infused underwear, it would make stinky farts go away on an airplane, and it's true.
Is it
true? Tested it.
That sounds weird and gross.
Filters it. It filters out
How
the
do you have charcoal
sulfuric
undies?
Butt stink. What? Well, they make them. You can buy them on Amazon for like $15, or you can get pads, like man pads, or ladies.
Yeah, everyone farts.
Everybody farts. But he didn't believe me, and I'm like, here's an actual study. Take that.
That's cool.
Take that, science boy.
You gotta back it up.
I have an idea. This is never going to happen. You know how we always talk about we want to do. Oh, we should. Speaking of people who are awesome and send us things all the time. Mike Pacholik sent Mom and I, because you don't eat meat, freaking Omaha steaks, man.
Yeah, fancy pants meat.
It was so good too.
I have zero interest in it.
I ate one of the sausage things this morning or today for lunch, and then yesterday or 2 days ago we had the steaks.
I don't know who it was because it didn't come with a note, but someone sent Tim Tams.
I think it was him again.
It might have been him, but I just don't want to, if it was someone else, because it didn't have any note or anything.
Yeah, if it was one of you, tell us.
If it was one of yous, tell me, because I love Tim Tams. They're fantastic.
What was that? Was that your Carly Quinn again? Is
no,
that what that was?
it's a vine.
Oh, do it again?
You took a disgusting shite.
I don't remember that.
It was one of yous. It's like a lady who burst in on the girls.
Their girls were doing like social media
live
stuff.
streaming.
Yeah. That's great. I forgot about that.
Anyway,
there's some old vines that still stick out.
Yeah.
For me, it's what are those?
Road work ahead. I sure hope it does.
These nuts.
These nuts is not a Vine thing, is it?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, it had its time
Started
on
there.
Vine. Did it start there? I don't believe that.
Look it up.
I'm gonna need some backup.
Knowyourmeme.com. Oh, you can't get on anything.
Yeah, what would you like me to do?
Well, you look like you're on a notebook every time I see it.
I'm not. I have no control.
Here, I'm gonna show you. What's it called? D's Nuts. Know your meme. Here we go. Here's your history. D's Nuts is a punchline setup joke involves someone asking. Okay, we know what that is. Huge resurgence. Here we go. Response.
We're learning.
Originally introduced as a skit track on Dr. Dre's 1992 album, Chronic. Well, yeah, but the guy doing it in the chair with the huge teeth, he's the meme. We're not talking about where he got it. He got it from that.
Yeah, but not everyone is saying D's Nuts in reference to that person.
Well, anyway, so it says here.
Continue.
The joke saw a huge resurgence after it was featured in a short comedic sketch by internet comedian Welvin the Great, that's him, on Instagram and Vine in 2015.
Wow.
So we're talking right before Vine took a dump.
Yeah.
Or got sold or stopped or shut down.
It started to take a dump before it got sold or bought or whatever.
So it's this guy right here. Let's just play it.
Oh, because some came in the mail today. These nuts.
Got him.
Yep. That is one reference.
That is one reference.
Tis.
Anyway, what was the point of that?
I don't know.
Why was I bringing that up? I don't. Oh, so he used Tim Tams. He sent us steaks. He's just the nicest guy.
Delightful food.
Just a wonderful human being.
Yeah.
And the reason he sent the steaks is because I made a comment on Skimmer here or somewhere saying, "Oh, I haven't had a steak in a long time."
It was probably on here. I think it was on here.
He's so nice.
Well, it's possible it was on lots of things.
Just a kind-hearted human being, and he's coming to Vegas, and I love that guy. Anyway, the point. What was my point?
What was your
point is,
point?
it got me to thinking. We just need some kind of millionaire guy out there wants to be our backer for the Frog Pants Bookstore Cafe gallery place we want to open. And it would only help the shows because I would broadcast from there. We'd do live shows. We'd have events there. We'd do the books. We'd do some kind of book thing.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you right now. I am going to pee my pants.
You really have to pee?
I have to pee
go
so
pee.
bad. I'm going to run pee really fast.
Car's going to pee. I'm going to describe my utopian ideal.
Okay.
You get to poo or pee?
All right. Pee. I got to pee.
You sure it isn't poo?
I'm going to pee.
Number one, number three? All right. Anyway, I would do this in a heartbeat. Here's what we'd do. We'd get a location, probably downtown Salt Lake City. Beautiful part of town. We have a very clean, beautiful city here. We get like a 2 to 3 story old kind of brownstone looking thing, storefront type deal. Bonus if I can live there. You know, if Kim and I could just move in the top apartment thing or something. And then main floor, art gallery from me, Carter, and friends, whoever wants to do their work. We'd have like maybe even people come in and do like they're here for a week. Come look at their work kind of thing. We would have an area blocked off for just children's books. So the Frog Pants Bookstore thing would actually be, we'd realize it. And then we'd have a license to do like a little cafe coffee corner thing where Carter's famous rice bowls, Kim maybe have something cool there, plus some sort of coffee tea thing, something like that. And then all the while from the studio up inside, maybe with glass around it so people can watch, I would be in there recording, streaming, art, all that, creating art, all this stuff on screens or whatever. People could come, they could hang out. We could have people come and sit down and be a guest for a minute. I'm not kidding when I tell you this would be the ultimate thing ever in the history of all time for me. I can't imagine anything I'd rather do. So we just got to I don't know why this is. Billionaires are so busy trying to ruin everyone else's life. Why aren't they spending more time saying, you know what? There's a few people with a dream. I'm going to back that project.
They don't care about none of us.
Yeah. And this stuff's... Did you pee?
Yeah.
Okay. How'd it go?
It was a fantastic pee.
Was it?
Yeah.
We have the
Thank you
bathroom
for
down here
asking.
now, so we can just go in
Yeah,
there.
it's so nice to not have to run upstairs.
Oh, it's amazing. But we'd have events there all the time.
It would be a dream.
You guys have no idea. I mean, I dream about this. I think about it.
You sleep about it?
I sleep about it. Right now, I'm kind of having a moment just thinking. Let me just think. Oh, yeah.
He's thinking and dreaming.
You don't even know. Oh,
it'd be amazing.
Can you imagine?
It'd be amazing.
The problem is just getting started with a project like that, very expensive.
So much money.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
You know what we need? We need to go and get some lotto tickets.
In a state that
These
isn't here
days?
because we don't do the
Yeah,
lottery.
these days, this is what it feels like. It feels like that's our only option.
It does sometimes feel like you just have to get extremely outrageously lucky.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. Now, could I go and like take out a bunch of loans? Maybe. But I don't even know if that's a guarantee. You know what the other thing is I've noticed? Let me tell you guys something about doing your own thing.
All right.
Entrepreneurship.
Rant time.
It's great and all. Everyone loves an entrepreneur. Everyone loves somebody who starts something on their own and makes a cool thing.
Yeah.
Okay? People love it. My dad was like that. I always admired it. Decided to do that myself. Feel good about it. I think Carter's going to end up there because that's just what I think. Like, it's the way to go. However, the system is stacked against you. Mm-hmm. Unless you explode like crazy and suddenly become a giant corporation from Steve Jobs' garage to full-blown Apple. Garage. Garage. Gay Roger. Whatever. If you do that way, then they love you.
Yeah.
Shower you with stock and bonds or I don't know how bonds work.
It's stocks and bonds. Money stuff.
Financial love.
Yeah.
But when you want to even stay small. You want to stay just kind of small.
You want to stay a local little business.
And you're happy with what you have. Yeah. You don't need more.
They hate you.
They don't like you.
They
Taxes are harder.
Work against you.
Your credit rating's harder. Getting loans is hard. Everything's harder because you seem like some kind of weird liability.
For a land of opportunity.
It's a real bummer, man.
Gets sucked away.
I'd do an old hotel squishy.
Ooh, I would do old hotel. That'd be so cool.
Yeah. Kim's kitchen in there, or he said in the chat, Kim's consolidation casserole kitchen. I like that. But
consolation.
I understand. I understand why when people start making big amounts of money.
Yeah.
then their whole life is just how do we do more? And none of them just stop and go, it'd be cool. That guy at the road there, he told me he wanted to open a bookstore. I'm going to back that.
Yeah.
Succeed or not, whatever. It's
There
money. We're just going to do it. Let's go.
There's a little vintage shop, like antiques and junk. It's called Lost and Found. It's in Bountiful, I believe. We just went there, me and my friends, the other day. It is really fun and cool. It is run by the most insane couple you've ever met.
Describe insane. What do you mean?
The husband is one of these guys who just like he's like one of the few people who still like haggles and wants to like talk about price.
Yeah.
He wants to get rid of freaking everything in his store. He is convinced there's ghosts in his store and that in the basement they're like chilling down there. He's delightful.
He's wrong though.
He's one of those people that you know who he voted for. But
oh, really?
Yeah, but he's like a very pleasant person.
We're not saying all of one kind of voter believes in ghosts or not. We're not saying
no.
But
I'm
we
just
are saying all ghost believers vote for that guy.
No.
That's what we're saying.
No.
Oh,
I'm saying I'm just trying to give you an idea of this man. He's really nice though, really
eclectic,
funny, very
interesting, sweet guy. Got it.
He's one of these people who, when I went there forever ago with my one friend, she had this little miniature like glass thing that she wanted. It didn't have a price on it. She was like, "Hey, like, what would you do for this?" And he was like, "Just take it, just take it."
Really?
Like he wants to get rid of everything in his store because this place is jam packed with stuff, and
adorable.
they're constantly buying stuff. Super nice. He's probably a little older than you.
Remind me what store it is.
It's called Lost and Found.
It's just like trinkety,
Yeah,
weird.
it's like
curios.
lots of furniture, lots of dishes. Curios is actually a great word for
What
it.
does curio even mean? It's like curious items.
Curiosities.
Curious items.
Yeah,
right?
I don't think believing. Again, I just want to clarify to the chat. I'm not saying believing in ghosts makes you a certain person.
No,
I was
we
trying.
don't mean
There were two different characteristics.
I don't even think, I think ghosts are complete and utter 100% bullshit, but I also...
But you're not going to mess with a Ouija board.
No, plus I love Leslie. I would never tell her, just because I think ghosts are utter bullcrap, you should too. I'm not saying that.
But anyway,
everybody have their own thing. Love your own thing. Believe in
yeah.
ghosts or not. I don't care.
His wife, the wife at this, who helped, they both own it. She's crazy. She's one of these people who like...
She definitely voted for Kamala then.
No.
If she's crazy.
No. But she's...
Only the crazy vote
kinda
for
mean.
a woman. Huh?
She's kind of mean. And she's like... She wants to... So his whole goal is to sell as much as he can because this place is so full. Her whole point is to make as much money as possible. So they have this very this dichotomy of relationship where she's overpricing everything and he's just trying to get rid of it. And so it's really funny because if you go in there while he's running it, he'll give you crazy discounts. But
she's super.
She is like, she'll like up the price in front of you.
Wow.
She's crazy.
She's like the Asian mom in Gilmore Girls.
And this is all like, I love this store and I'm completely fascinated. It's like people watching. Like I'm fascinated by these people. It's such a weird place to be, that store. What was my point to this? I had a point
I don't
to
know.
this.
You had a point. This is the problem. This is another telltale sign of undiagnosed ADHD.
Shut up. What was my point?
I have it too. I do the same thing.
My point. Oh, I was saying because we were talking about how millionaires want to do some big giant thing and just grow and grow and grow. These people have a lot of money, very clearly, and they run this place. And whenever we were there, he was literally like, yeah, this is like all I want. I had a guy approach me and was like, we want to invest in your thing because you clearly whatever. And we'd have a bigger storefront and all this stuff. And he like turned him down and was like, I'm good. I'm enjoying myself. I'm older. I don't need anything other than this.
Yeah, they found their thing.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a rare
It's very rare
thing.
And you know what? I'm really happy with what I've done. I'm very happy with it. I'm at a good place. But would I like to have that storefront, that gallery, that recording studio, that everything?
Yeah.
Dude.
I feel like it's not that crazy of a thing to do. It's not...
People do it all the time, but they also tank all the time, constantly. Yeah. And what I don't want to do is overextend and then end up with nothing and scrape
You'd
the
rather
bottom.
be a little more secure than...
I probably am a little too cautious with that kind of stuff. I'm a little risk averse when it comes to this. Part of that's growing up watching my dad's entire business collapse.
I feel like I'm the opposite of you sometimes.
You're a little more risk
where I'm
ready.
like, let's just go.
A little.
I balance. I try to have backups.
Yeah, that's fair. All I know is I can dream. A guy can dream.
A guy can dream about a little place.
Yeah. And we're not even
joint.
talking. You could do it for a few $100,000 probably get started.
Probably.
I mean, you just have to get a loan to buy the space.
Now it doesn't feel like the time though.
But chat's throwing around things like abandoned churches.
Oh yeah.
schools in a heartbeat.
A heartbeat.
Heartbeat.
We'd make it so cool.
Domo, he's got one. He lives in an old church.
It'd be sick.
He's living my dream. The problem is, everyone needs to think Utah's weird again so that we can get cheaper real estate.
I think it's a larger issue than that.
Did someone put a link in here? I missed it. Where is it? I don't see a link.
Oh, yeah, we should do voicemails and texts.
Yeah, but where's the link he gave? It's not in the chat. Send it to me in my Discord there, Chief.
Discord.
Because it didn't show up. You may not have rights to put links. I mean, Chuck, you could move here. I'd like people I like. I'm just saying, what I don't want is people to discover how awesome it is and then jack everything.
They already have.
They already have a little, not
it's
entirely.
So jacked.
Okay, Warpforge sent me a link. Here we go. This is...
What?
It's in Salt Lake City.
Where? What?
And it's vacant?
Share with the class.
How much is this? Is this going to just gross me out?
That's probably so much money.
First floor, second floor, third floor. Each floor is about 5,200 square feet. It's in Salt Lake City, 2640 West Market Street. Oh, there's no way this
Market
isn't
Street.
like $1 billion.
Yeah, that's like prime.
Here you go. Let me put it up. Can you see it?
Oh, it's so cool.
I know, dude.
Are you kidding me?
That's almost Ghostbusters front. Look at that.
It is Ghostbusters front.
And let's see the rest.
How
Look
much
at
is
all this office space in here.
How much is it?
I'm going to shit myself.
Don't, please.
Okay. Historic building now vacant, being offered for sale or lease, situated in the heart of Central Business District.
How
downtown
much?
Salt Lake. I think you have to call.
Go all the way to the top.
Nothing. How about down the bottom? Oh, here we go. Price per square foot, $285. Oh.
$285 per square. How many square feet?
Total, all 3 floors. Let's add them up.
Here, what's each floor?
8,279 for the bottom.
8,279
plus 5,268.
5,268
plus 5,213.
5,213.
Now times that by $285.
Oh, balls. One sec.
Equals
God. Times 200, what?
285.
285. That's only 5.3 million.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've got that right here. No, but actually that isn't bad. You know what I'm saying? That's actually good. If I owned that building, I could lease a bunch of it. I don't need all that space. So we could have revenue from the leases.
Yeah.
I don't have $5 million to invest.
You need to get 5.3 million to invest.
Shit, dude.
What's the problem?
What's the chat saying? Prices on the site, $6 million. Why is it?
Yeah, artists doing math is never good. What?
Oh, it's at the bottom.
I can't see anything.
That's it. I know. She can't see it. Don't blame her.
Yeah, don't blame me.
Okay, land assessment, just under $1 million. Oh, these are property taxes. Hold on.
It has to be at the top.
I would think so.
Go all the way up.
Oh, here it is. 6.8. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I can't see anything. That's
6.8 million. If I had $7 million, this is a no-brainer for me.
If anyone has $7 million, they want to just like pop over, that'd be cool. You'd be our new favorite patron.
Dude. You'd be my boss. I'd work for you.
Yeah, we do whatever.
Holy shit. You don't even know. You don't know.
Don't even know. Don't understand.
You don't know what this does to me.
I know. No, I understand. It's that feeling of just like, if only.
And it's not a profit-based feeling.
No.
I'm not going, ooh, we'll make
so much money. No.
It's not that.
It's that we could make such a cool space.
We could have this space that we would make it renowned. People would love coming there.
It would be a community space.
I don't care if it broke even or even lost money.
Yeah. Plus, we could help people. We could do something like...
We could do all charity events.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be so good.
Shit.
This is why we aren't billionaires. Because we actually want to do something interesting and cool that helps things and makes a community. That's a...
Part of the reason I don't have $7 million is I've never been profit-centered, ever.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is when you want to do good, cool things, you tend not to make that much money.
Yeah.
Because good, cool things sometimes are costly.
It's in pretty good shape, too.
No, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It looks like it's been redone. Like the kitchen and stuff's all redone.
Yeah, recently. It's all, right now, a lot of it is cubicles. They use it for office space, but...
We'd make it so cool.
Dude, I got to stop looking at it.
Don't look.
I'm going to send this to Mom.
Close it down.
Because I think Mom would just...
You know what, Dad? You should put a new Patreon level on the Monday show.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll get there
7
in
million.
no time.
Who knows?
Well, I think I know.
I think it's always worth putting it out there.
I'm going to go ahead and say I think I know how that would go, and not the way you would think.
What if it happened? What if it happened?
What if what ifs were
nuts and butts?
Nuts and butts. We'd all go to town with Larry. I don't know how that. What's that phrase go?
What?
Or what's it go?
What's it go?
You can't put people like me in charge of, what is that, 20,000 square feet of space?
Apparently not. Jeez Louise.
All right. Oh my gosh, it's so sad to me. Moving on. Where are we now? Oh, voicemail for you. You ready?
Voicemail.
Oh my gosh, we're way over time.
I know. It's because I had to pee. I'm sorry.
All right, we're saving all other voicemails and texts for next week.
We're
Sorry,
doing
everybody,
one?
but we're doing one. Here
All
you
right,
go. You ready?
Let's do it.
This is primarily for Carter. I was just curious if you could tell me what good vegetarian restaurants exist in the Salt Lake City area. I'm going to be visiting soon with vegetarian friends and thought maybe you could help me out. This is Chuck or an automaton or maybe Mr. Fraggle.
That's
Monsieur
Charles.
Fraggle?
Chuck. We're going to be
Charles Chuck?
We're going to hang with them, so maybe where we eat with them.
Ooh,
Although
yeah.
Mom's thinking about making them some big to-do here. We haven't decided yet.
Oh, wow.
I think that'd be fun.
Fancy.
Big Southern thing.
Big old thing.
But they're from the South. They don't want that.
I want crab legs. Doesn't that sound good?
It does. Does Georgia get good crab legs?
trying to think of
partially on
good-
the coast. Anyway, yeah.
I don't. Buds. You have to
Oh,
go to Buds.
Buds, yeah.
Buds is a vegan sandwich place. It's one of those places where you walk up to the window, grab your food, and then they have like seating outside, but it's not like a restaurant. It's like a grab and go.
Buds.
Such good sandwiches.
Yeah, Buds.
You can
I'll go take them to Buds.
attribute.
What?
But you can say like
Oh, yeah, no.
you've been there. It's great.
No, it's fantastic. It's the best thing in
but
town.
that's vegan.
It might be the best sandwich I ever had, vegan or not. It was unbelievable.
It's so good.
Oh, I could eat right now.
No,
I
their
could eat
sandwiches
two.
are so good.
Right now, I could eat two. Oh, shove them in my face.
Damn it! Now I want Buds. I'm trying to think of other like actual vegetarian or vegan places.
There are.
There's a ton.
bunch. Yeah, I don't know.
There was
them,
a really good Mexican place that was all vegan that I think went under during the pandemic, but it was so good. But in general,
yeah.
there's a lot of, most places will have vegetarian options. We have a ton of like Thai food, ton of Vietnamese food, and those all like will have options.
I've heard really good things about Zest Kitchen and Bar.
Zest.
Vertical Diner and Buds is on here. Let's see. There was one other one that I recognized.
I feel like KT Data would have like a sick list.
Oh, the Kathmandu in Highland is real good.
Oh, Kathmandu's great. Yeah. So is what's it called? I love that place. Skewered Thai.
Skewered Thai is
That's
really
in,
good. Pho
it's right
Saigon
near-
Noodle House is also really good. It's all
Pho Saigon.
yeah, and they don't even they do. It's all vegan.
I've been there.
Fuzz and stuff.
It is.
Yeah.
I've been there and it's so good. I didn't know it was vegan.
There's another one. Vegan Bowl's also really good. There's a ton.
There's so much.
Salt Lake City is full of freaking vegan tree humping pinkos.
Goodness gracious. You're on one today, sir. Warforged says, Carter, get your dad to take you to Bud's for lunch. With what vehicle?
Well, you can take my car, but then
What car?
Well, our car. We have a car.
Yeah, it's not here.
Oh well, right now it's not. Kim's driving. Kim's out doing stuff today for her brother. But
They got
when it's
one
here,
car.
we could. I wouldn't. Dude,
I
I'd go to
love
lunch
Bud's.
there. I want to work here in this building. Drive to Bud's.
Yeah, just pop over
I'm sorry.
to Bud's.
Walk to Bud's.
Walk to Bud's. I used to live really close to Bud's, but it was during the pandemic, and so I never got to really go there, and it was such a bummer.
This makes me sick.
Don't
Look at that
stop
building.
looking at it.
I'm going to pull this out and have you look at it. I want you to see it.
Okay.
I want you to see this shot.
Send it to me.
Absolutely gorgeous. Oh,
Send it to me.
y'all don't know. I mean, I guess you do because I'm telling you. But
Yeah, you're saying it a lot.
all right, ready? Look at that.
I know, it's so pretty.
I want
feel
that
like I know
so
where this is. Look at the cool, like... Oh, man, it's gorgeous.
Can you imagine having all three of those floors to yourself?
I'd kill for it.
I don't even need all three. Give me the bottom one.
Give me any part of it.
Give me the top one.
Oh, do you know what would be great? Is you have the bottom one is your restaurant. The top or the middle one is your gallery or whatever else space you want to be up there. And then the top one you live in.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I want it all.
Be amazing.
I want it all.
I want it all.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it.
What a bummer. Get
all
rid
there-
of this thing on my screen.
Is that all there is?
Get rid of it. I
Get
can't
rid of
see the
what?
chat.
Oh, this always happens.
Ah,
Is it up?
no. Yes.
it down?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, well, that's it for today's show. We'll save all this other stuff for next time.
It's next to Market Street Grill?
Yes, dude.
It's so close.
I don't know why this is so cheap. I'm honestly
I think
serious.
There's a sushi place over there.
6.8 million is not bad. For what I know that area is worth.
Decent.
That's actually pretty crazy.
No, that sucks how decent that is.
This is going to sell in 5 minutes.
Yeah, probably some horrible corporation.
Somebody needs to contact Tyson Fowler and lock it in for us over at Cushman and Wakefield.
Yeah.
All right. Are we done? Oh, use the new voice line, voicecast.app/Monday, and you'll get your voicemails in, and it'll sound real good. Although he had some crusty stuff on his call. I don't know why. I don't think that was the service, though. I think he was probably static. His pants were staticky.
Yeah, he was just rubbing his feet on the carpet the whole time.
It happens.
Yeah, we understand.
Anyway, we're gonna do the show next Monday as well. So if you want to ever come hang out with us, super simple. Just show up at frogpants.tv at around noon. We're at noon. We do it at noon.
Well, Mountain Time.
Mountain Time, sorry.
Yeah.
And you can coordinate your own little time zone to that, and then we'll see you then, okay? That's the plan. In the meantime, MissCarter.art for commissions from Carter. She's got those open.
Yes,
even though her wrist hurts, she's still taking them.
My wrist is feeling a lot better. I'm getting back to some people this week.
We think she lifted something that was too heavy.
I think I pulled some tendon and stuff.
Yeah.
It was dumb.
Tendonitis.
So for like 2 weeks, I've been struggling.
Well done.
I apologize.
Everything else over at frogpants.com. We got a lot of stuff going on, so keep your eyes on the prize.
Patreon.
Come to Vegas. Oh, Patreon. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/Monday. Sorry, is it Monday Show?
I think it's just Monday.
It's not Monday.
Crap. I don't know.
Get that. Monday Show.
Monday Show.
Patreon.com/Monday Show, where you'll get no ads ever, art and stickers and stuff. Cool stickers in the mail. Carter's got a new set coming in or going in the next couple of days. So watch for that. Pre-show bonus every week. All kinds of fun stuff. Check it out. That's patreon.com/The Monday Show. It's just a monthly. It's easy. Get in there.
Yeah,
Come on now.
It's great.
What are you going to do with that $2 in your wallet? Nothing. Give it to these guys so that we can. I just need 6.8 million of those.
Yeah.
No, I don't even need that.
Yeah.
3.2 million of those.
Yeah.
To afford this building, which we will then broadcast all content forever and have a bookstore and a cafe and a gallery.
And a gallery and
maybe an apartment upstairs.
An apartment upstairs. And
dude! Can't stop thinking about this.
I know.
All right, that's it. Stick around for titles, everybody in there. Otherwise, everyone else have a great week. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Those pants are made for frogging, if you know what I mean. I actually don't. Frogpants.com.